You are listening to the For Flourishing's Sake podcast by Frederica Roberts. Welcome to episode 11 on the 11th of the 11th. Today, our special guest is somebody who's truly lovely and who embodies everything that this episode is about in his writing, his speaking, and his everyday work as a teacher. This week in the UK is Anti-Bullying Week, or as our guest likes to call it, It's Cool to Be Kind Week. Wednesday the 13th, additionally, is Kindness Day. So I will now hand you over to the wonderful and very kind Adrian Bethune.
Hi there, my name is Adrian Bethune. I'm a primary school teacher. I teach part-time. I'm also author of a book called Wellbeing in the Primary Classroom, a practical guide to teaching happiness. And one of the other hats I wear is that I'm education policy co-lead at the Mindfulness Initiative. So an idea for kind of helping create flourishing schools is really around this idea of kindness. It's one of the chapters in my book called It's Cool to Be Kind, because I find the science of kindness fascinating. So the fact that kindness is contagious and we have this pay it forward mentality, which science shows that if we're on the receiving end of kindness, we're far more likely to be kind to someone else. The example often given is if you're driving along and someone lets you out at a junction, you're far more likely to let someone else out at a junction coming up. Kindness also feels good when we're kind to someone else, whether that's kind of doing an act of kindness or donating money to charity, something like that. The reward centre of our brain lights up, so we get a hit of dopamine. And it's why volunteers often report feeling a helper's high after kind of helping out on projects. It's because our reward centre rewards us with kind of good, happy hormones from helping others. And finally, when you receive or when you witness an act of kindness, your body releases oxytocin. It's another happy hormone. Oxytocin helps lower our blood pressure, helps reduce our feelings of stress, acts as a direct antidote to oxytocin. So doing good feels good and doing good does us good as well. So something that I'm really keen to promote is during Anti-Bullying Week, which is coming up on the 11th of November. It's a national campaign in the UK, is to rebrand it to It's Cool to Be Kind Week. Essentially, all children are encouraged as part of a home learning task to carry out a random act of kindness at home in their local community and capture it somehow in a home learning task. So they could draw what they did, they could take a photo, they could write about it. And essentially what you'd like them to do is explain what they did as their act of kindness and then reflect on how it felt to reach out and help someone else in an act of kindness. And you'll be amazed at the response from the children. They'll be really thoughtful, they'll be really creative, and model kindness as well. Make sure as significant kind of role models in children's lives that you set a good example for kindness. So using kind words in your feedback, making sure you're seen to hold the door open for other people. Make sure you ask how people are, smile, kind of show good manners, all of those things that children kind of soak up that example. So I think kindness, sharing the science of kindness in schools, but also encouraging more acts of kindness as part of the curriculum is crucial for developing flourishing schools. So that's one of my key ideas. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Adrian. And in keeping with his very kind spirit, Adrian is giving away the It's Cool to Be Kind chapter from his book. If you head over to forflourishingsake.com to the episode 11 page, you will find the link where you will be able to download the free chapter. So go to forflourishingsake.com and click onto episode 11 if you haven't listened to it via the website already, in which case you're already on that page, and you will find the download link for Adrian Bethune's free chapter. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in to the For Flourishing's Sake podcast. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I'd be really grateful if you'd spread the word. If you'd like to get in touch with questions or comments, or to contribute to a future episode, please go to forflourishingsake.com, where you'll find all my contact details, and there you'll also be able to leave individual comments on specific episodes. I look forward to hearing from you.